What's up, everybody? This is the HTFL Podcast, Hot Takes for Life, and this is our first episode. It is our top 10 quarterbacks. Let's get right into it. Who wants to go first?
Well, why don't you go first?
All right, I'll go first. Number one, I have Patrick Mahomes. What? Number one, I have Patrick Mahomes. Should be pretty undisputed. He's arguably the best player in football, arguably the best player to ever play football. Best playmaker in the league, one of the best processors, just has the entire package. Number two, I have Joe Burrow. He's the best processor in the league now that Tom Brady's retired. One of the most accurate quarterbacks, one of the best decision makers, just very well-rounded. Sneaky athletic. Number three, I have Josh Allen. He's probably the best build for a quarterback in the NFL. And his accuracy is not on the level of the last two, but it's still up there, and his processing is still good, not great. Number four, I have Justin Herbert. Maybe the most accurate quarterback in the NFL. Maybe the strongest arm in the NFL behind Josh Allen. And just the processing and decision-making is not on the level of the past three. Number five, I've got Lamar Jackson, the best scrambler in the NFL, the most athletic quarterback in the NFL, and while his throwing ability is probably closer to that 15 mark, his rushing ability is unmatched. At number six, I've got Aaron Rodgers. Definitely had a down year, but I feel like he comes back with either the Packers or the Raiders or the Jets, and he'll be back in that MVP consideration. Still, maybe the second best processor in the NFL. Very accurate, just not on that same level that he was maybe a year or two ago. Yeah.
I'll go next.
All right, number seven. What?
Oh, I thought you were done.
All right. Number seven, I've got Jalen Hurts. Maybe the best dual threat in the NFL. I was not a big fan of Jalen Hurts originally, but what? Dak is not better than Jalen Hurts. What? Dak is not better in any way.
Not at all. Jalen Hurts is very much better. Oh my god.
Jalen Hurts improved very much from last year to this year. I truly believe that he is such a better player, and I mean his accuracy deep is maybe the best in the league, up there with Russell Wilson in his prime.
Jalen is the next Randall
those moon balls down the field. Number eight, I've got Dak Prescott. So maybe the third best processor in the league, third or fourth, and still very accurate. Just those mistakes, the decision making is just not up there. He can be Carson Wentz some games, and you obviously don't want that, but he can also be Josh Allen.
Yeah. I have a question on that one.
Number nine, I've got Kirk Cousins. Similar to Dak on a lesser extent. He's more consistent, less volatility. I feel as if Kirk provides more consistency with less in the highs as Dak. But yeah, still very accurate, still a very good decision maker. Number 10, I've got Deshaun Watson. He did not look good when he came back, and he missed a whole year. But I still believe in his athletic ability. I still believe in his MVP season, or what could have been an MVP season on a Texans team that didn't win 4 games in 2020. And I think that with the right situation and with the right preparation and getting to know the playbook in Cleveland, he could return back to that 2020 form. Maybe not 100% of what he was, but very close to it. All right, that's my top 10. Who's going to go next?
I'll go next.
I'll go next.
All right.
So Patrick Mahomes is obviously the best quarterback in the league. You know, I mean, 5,250 passing yards, 41 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 3.42 to 1 touchdown to interception ratio. I mean, it isn't even close. He won the MVP, All-Pro, Pro Bowler, Super Bowl MVP. I mean, he was just phenomenal. Number 2, I have Joe Burrow, the best processor in the league. Amazing. I don't know, I guess just sticking in the pocket under pressure. He's really good at that. So I agree with you on that one. And 3, I have Josh Allen, just because of his upside. You know, some games he looks amazing, some games he looks like Dak Prescott. But he's had plenty of amazing games. Our best quarterback. 4, I have Trevor Lawrence, because he beat Justin Herbert in that playoff game. Justin Herbert is not even close to being better than Trevor Lawrence. Number 5, I have Justin Herbert, because he isn't close to being better than Trevor Lawrence, but he's still really good. You know, he's got a huge arm. He's just like a robot. Aaron Rodgers at 6. He did definitely have a down year, but he did win back-to-back MVP too. So, 7, I have Jalen Hurts, because he's just good at everything. He really is just phenomenal. He played great in the Super Bowl. If they would have won, he definitely would have won the Super Bowl MVP. He outplayed Patrick Mahomes, but the defense didn't show up. At 8, I have Lamar Jackson, because he is arguably the best rusher in the league. I think he showed a lot of improvement throwing the football this season. He has won an MVP. Overall, I think Lamar Jackson is about number 8, just because he still can't throw the football amazing. And then at 9, I have Tua, because, you know, 65% completion percentage, 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 picks. You know, 3.125 to 1 touchdown to interception ratio, pretty comparable to Patrick Mahomes. A higher passer rating than Patrick Mahomes at 105.5. He played through injury for the entire season, having concussions all the time. The second highest touchdown percentage in the league, right behind Patrick Mahomes, and the third highest QBR in the league. And then at 10, I have Kirk Cousins, threw for 4,500 yards. It's the highest in his career, over 11 seasons, so showed improvement. 66% completion percentage, 14 picks, there are a few more picks than I'd like, but, you know, 97 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 92.5 passer rating. He was pretty good. He did have Justin Jefferson, but I thought he looked amazing this season. And that's my top 10.
My turn. All right, so my top 10 is basically the same as Will's. You know, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, you know, all the rest of them. but 7 and 8, Jalen and Dak switched, and because Dak's better. And Deshaun Watson at number 10. I put Lamar Jackson number 10, so Deshaun isn't even on there. Only because I like what he's doing off the field more than what he's doing actually on the field. And yeah.
So who did you have replacing Lamar Jackson in your list then? Up there at like number 5? Okay.
All right. Great list, Ben.
Great list.
Okay. On to Luke.
No freedom to equal.
Let's finish out strong.
My turn? Yeah.
Yeah?
I got Mahomes number 1, obviously. Best quarterback in the league. Drew Brees better though. Like, if he was in the league, if he had that team, Drew Brees would want some. And then I got Josh Allen. This guy turnovers still pretty good. Joe Burrow, most best. I don't know. He's good. Herbert, pretty good. Not as good as Burrow. Very good though. Jalen Hurts would have won Super Bowl MVP if they won. I got Rodgers at 6. Bad year, but I mean three MVPs, 2 MVPs in a row. Then I got Gino, amazing comeback year. You gotta love Gino. And then I got Dak and Lamar 8 and 9. You can really switch them around. Dak's a better passer, even though he makes a lot of mistakes, but Lamar's a better runner. And then I got Kirk Cousins, number 10, the GOAT.
Where's Tua at?
That's the funny one, Ben.
Who is not in the top?
Where is
Dak's
Dak
at
at?
number 8. Dak's
I
at 8.
provided plenty of stats and reasons that he is far better than Dak Prescott.
Tua will be better if he was white. That's how
Dak is better than Tua.
Okay. Well, no comment on that one.
I would have Deshaun Watson up there. Like, I respect everything he's done off the field, but on the field, his performance has been
He plays
subpar.
kind of like a predator.
Okay.
Glad to see that you feel that
Fair
way.
enough.
Down them little girls.
Yeah. He's really just hunting down the football. Yeah. Unfortunately, Deshaun Watson's decision-making off the field is not quite as good as it is
Thank you, man.
while playing quarterback. But
Thank you, man.
I think that's a good place to end off.
Well, first, I think we have to end on saying
This has been
Oh,
HTFL,
like black
your
people-
best source of entertainment
Deshaun
on
Watson
the
is a
web.
bad person.
And we will see you next week,
I got
same time.